Hello, class. Welcome back. Today I'm going to be telling you a story that I personally went through, and it happened about 5 years ago during my early teen years. And I think it's a story that really helped me grow during those times. The theme of the story is safety first, and the setting takes place on the first day of summer. So on that day, my friend Kyle calls me, and it's a beautiful day. So my friend tells me that we should go do something outside, and I agreed. And on that day also, my dad just came back with the Polaris Ranger, which for those of you who don't know what it is, it's something that you use to drive around farms, rough terrain, and it kind of looks like a golf cart, but it's a lot stronger than a golf cart, and but it's really fun to drive around with. So my friend came over, and as soon as he walked into my house, I told him, let's go ride the Ranger, and he agreed. So we got on the Ranger, and we did the typical stuff that we do on the Ranger, such as just drive really fast, start doing donuts, start doing drifts, and yeah, I'm just doing all that stuff. And for some reason, my friend was being just very precautious that day, and he kept telling me, "Be careful, be careful." And I'm I never really got that from him, so I just wasn't listening. And I'm just doing crazy stuff. I'm going up very steep hills. I'm going down very steep hills. And luckily, I didn't get into an accident then because I bet that would have been really bad. But, I just kept doing it. And my friend kept telling me, slow down, be careful. And of course, I didn't listen. So I also started doing donuts, which is one of my favorite things to do. And for those of you who don't know what a donut is, well, I mean, a donut as you're driving, it's what I call a donut is like you just drive around like in circles and you're like drifting, kind of. So it's, as I said, it's one of my favorite things to do on it just because it's so fun. It kind of feels like you're about to be just pulled off the Ranger. And I'm doing that, and he's telling me, be careful, because he can kind of feel that I'm going way too fast on those donuts. So I'm doing donuts, and on that day, I learned that it's a very bad idea to do donuts on grass because I think that sort of grips the tires. I'm not very sure, but I think that sort of grips the tires and makes it very hard to kind of drift the car, which is what you want so you don't, flip over. So as I'm doing donuts on the grass, I do one and that goes great. I do two and that goes great. And then the third one, I tip the Ranger over, and I'm not really sure. I think we flipped it once, but then as as it just stopped, flipping. Um, when it stopped, it landed on my friend Kyle's leg because his leg was hanging off on the side. So we landed on his leg, and it's a very heavy machine, and I'm on it, and there's all this weight on his leg, and I just know for a fact that he broke it. So I get off the car, off the Ranger, and luckily it was light enough for me to push it off him. And his leg, he tells me that it feels broken, and later we found out that it is. So luckily the Ranger was still working, and we turn it on. We drive straight to my house, and we quickly call his parents. We tell him, please come pick your son up because I think he broke his leg. And his parents get here. He goes to the hospital, and I wait for him like all night to get a call from him back. And he calls me back the next morning, and he tells me that he broke his leg and that he has to wear a cast for about 2 months, which is the typical time that you wear a cast, but still, those 2 months were going to be the 2 months that were his summer vacation because that was the first day of summer, and now he's got to wear that until the first day of school. So on that, as soon as he said that, I just realized I messed up my friend's entire summer because he can't even go swimming in the cast, and that's one of his favorite things to do during the summer. And I just realized that I did something very stupid. I did something that shouldn't even have been shouldn't probably shouldn't even have happened because he kept telling me to slow down. That I was just going way too fast. I wasn't taking anything seriously, and that's what I learned that day. I learned that safety always comes first, and to always have fun as long as you're taking safety into consideration. So I hope you learned something from my narrative today, and thank you for listening.